And now back to Bangladesh, where we continue to monitor an ongoing hostage situation in the country's capital. The standoff is occurring at the Holy Artisan Bakery, which is located in a diplomatic zone that is popular with foreigners. At one point, the armed men exchanged gunfire with security forces. Joining me now from Washington is Anushay Hossain. She is a journalist for Anushay'sPoint.com. Anushay, thanks for joining us. You are from Bangladesh. You have family and friends currently in Dhaka. What can you tell us about the current situation there that's unfolding based on your conversations with them?
Thank you so much for having me, first of all, Christine. And the conversations I've been having with my family and friends is terribly worrying. And in the past hour or so, it's becoming increasingly difficult to even get a line through to Bangladesh. I mean, they are 11 hours ahead. And I have lived in D.C. now for over 2 decades. And can I tell you, I have never made a phone call the way I did this afternoon. I mean, it was like being in a war zone. You know, we've sadly live in an age of terror. We've had Paris, Istanbul, Orlando, and now Dhaka. But until it happens to your city, Christine, it really doesn't hit home the way that I'm in shock. I'm in absolute shock. This is not just a diplomatic zone. This is the center of town. I mean, my parents live a little bit farther out from the center, but all 3 of my sisters live there. My nephews go to this bakery almost every day. This is a very popular bakery. It's owned by friends. And what is really important for viewers to understand is that Dhaka is not Kabul. This is not Iraq. This is not Baghdad. This is not in the green zone. And Bangladesh is considered a huge development aid success story. So we have a huge aid population there. This bakery is not even 10 minutes away from the U.S. Embassy. This isn't just a place that's designated for foreigners. It's where locals go as well. These are very integrated communities. And we have never seen an attack this large and on this scale ever.
It sounds as though this is obviously a very personal situation for you, Anushay, and I appreciate you sharing these personal aspects of what's happening there. Can you tell us what those folks, your friends, your relatives, what officials are telling them to do?
The city is on lockdown. The city is on lockdown. I mean, my sister lives not even 2 streets down from here. I haven't spoken to her in about 2 hours. It's so hard to get a line through. But what's really troubling about what's going on, even though everybody knows to stay off the streets and stay in their homes and the city's on lockdown, we are not equipped. I mean, we can talk about who's claiming responsibility for this, and, you know, the situation is still very fluid. It's ongoing, as you know, but the fact of the matter is, on the ground, we just simply do not have the resources to deal with an attack at this scale. And I am so terrified that this is just not going to end well. We just don't have the resources, let's say, that they did in Kenya when the mall was attacked, even in Istanbul. So, and you can see the confusion on the ground. I mean, the only thing that's really coming through to everybody watching the situation unfold is the chaos on the ground.
Yeah, it looks of complete shock on everyone's faces. Has there been a sense of a growing threat from these Islamic extremists in this area? Have residents been feeling it?
Well, you know, that's an interesting question, because in the past couple of years, what we've really, and recently, what Bangladesh has been dealing with are attacks on our secular bloggers, correct? We've been hearing about so many machete deaths, about these bloggers being hacked on the street, hacked in public squares, attacked openly. So it's really been about a conversation about our secular identity and our secular voice. But really, it hasn't been since 2005 where we have seen coordinated attacks. I mean, back in 2005, we had over 400 bombs go off at the same time. But whoever is behind these attacks, I mean, they are definitely sending a message that there's a very big organization in town and in the South Asian region.
And is that message of fear? Is that what they want to do?
Fear, chaos, and, you know, so many of these groups, they claim to be Islamic, and I just want to say, not that I'm an Islamic expert, but it is the holy month of Ramadan. This is one of our holiest nights. So whoever is doing these attacks, it's not in the name of religion, it's not in the name of God, it is in the name of fear and chaos.
Anushay Hossain, thank you for sharing your personal perspective with us. We do appreciate it, and we wish you and your family and friends there all our best.
Thank you so much, Christine. Thank you.